Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban has stated that Ukraine cannot win its war against Russia without a deal between the United States and Russia. Orban, who is seen as having close ties to the Kremlin, made these remarks in an interview, highlighting the lack of support from NATO and the unfavorable circumstances facing Ukraine. He expressed his hope for Donald Trump's re-election, despite his disagreements with President Joe Biden, as he believed criticizing the U.S. would be detrimental to business. Orban's comments were made during the Qatar Economic Forum in Doha, where he emphasized Hungary's deviation from the mainstream European Union (EU) stance on Ukraine. Hungary, under Orban's liberal leadership, has blocked €500 million in EU financial aid to Ukraine and opposes imposing new sanctions on Russia. This opposition stems from bilateral disputes with Kyiv, including the demand for the removal of OTP Bank NYRT, Hungary's largest lender with operations in both Russia and Ukraine, from a list of international war sponsors. Hungary's foreign minister, Peter Szijjarto, also accused Ukraine of limiting the educational rights of ethnic-Hungarian citizens and cited a Washington Post article alleging that President Volodymyr Zelenskiy had once discussed blowing up a pipeline that delivers oil from Russia to Hungary via Ukraine. Orban's stance on Ukraine and his close ties with Russia have strained his relationship with EU and NATO allies. Critics have accused him of undermining democracy and facilitating corruption during his long tenure in power. Hungary stands out among NATO members for refusing to provide weapons to assist Ukraine against Russia's invasion. Critics argue that Orban's push to cut EU financing to Kyiv amounts to capitulation to Russian aggression. Orban's statements reflect his alignment with Russian interests and his skepticism towards Western intervention in the Ukraine conflict. By advocating for a US-Russia agreement, he suggests that a resolution to the war lies outside the capabilities of Ukraine and requires major global powers to intervene. His actions, such as blocking EU aid to Ukraine, further contribute to the tension between Hungary and its EU and NATO partners, who view Russia's aggression as a threat to regional stability and security.